What's up, y'all? Shout out to y'all, man. How you guys doing? So I got a I got a couple different messages, a couple different phone calls. Um, People they thought I was crashing out this morning, and they were checking up on me. A couple people sent me messages through YouTube, phones and stuff. And why the angry faces this morning? I was pissed. I was pissed, Nick, because I had a job and just all out of nowhere they just basically said they didn't hire me because the contract was done. So I didn't even get to work today, man. I was supposed to go to my first day of work, and basically they're saying that they're not hiring me. And I was looking forward to that work, you know what I'm saying? And I crashed out, you know what I'm saying? I started talking out of character, started disrespecting people on here. But to the homies and everybody that support, man, I apologize to you guys, you know what I'm saying? If I disrespected any of the homies in any way, I said some pretty disrespectful words towards people and started tripping on people even on here. So I apologize to the supporters that actually, you know what I'm saying, found that offensive. But sometimes, sometimes if you kind of feel pushed in a corner, you're gonna talk out of anger, Plus, sometimes this is not even a platform to actually talk about real life feelings or anything. A person can't be mad on here unless you want to hear, "Oh, you mad, homie? Stop crying." You know, beautiful eyes. I thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to you guys. My high salute. And I think why I really got disrespectful is because it's like I'm coming to the homies. You know what I'm saying, for a little bit of advice on here, in which you can't consider everybody homie, but motherfuckers are gonna go off that shit and just they gonna say some disrespectful words. Um, we are all just human. Hell yeah. And I think what I was expressing earlier. Hold on real quick. I think what I was expressing earlier, to be real with you, is that I've been dealing with this shit since I was out of the prison system, you know, working and trying to find a good job and shit, but I have to settle. I have to settle for the bottom of the barrel. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Um, but I don't want anybody to think my channel is negative and toxic like that, because I try to set a positive tone for people, man. I really do, you know. Um, but when my wife actually, she sat me down too and talked to me like, "Hey, you okay? Like, I didn't like your live, you know what I'm saying? But I understand." So when my wife actually talks to me and I fully put it into perspective, I must have been coming off like a disrespectful person, just tripping off of everything. Um, what you said was kind of fucked up, my homie, but it happens. You're good. Hell yeah, nah, definitely, bro. And I'm always gonna be the real one, homie, and I'm always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, that person that if I'm out of contents, you always gonna catch Sev, homie, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I fucked up." You know what I'm saying? So I you know, it's all love to the family, because some people got personally mad, homie. Some people got personally mad. But you gotta understand too, bro. You gotta understand my point of view. I got so many people that say disrespectful shit. And at the time when I'm fucking turned up, if you put energy towards me in a disrespectful way, I'm probably gonna give you some disrespectful energy back. Shout out to her for that. Hell yeah. And that's wife, man. And that's why I have her in the corner, because she knows I always have to get me to see stuff different. Shout out to her for that. Boom. Hey brother, I didn't see it, but give yourself some grace. Amen to that. And I want to say something to this too, man. There's some subs that hit me up too. Text me and they're like, "Hey, you good, my homie? We seen the live. What was that all about?" There was a homie that pulled up to the gym, and he came to check up on me. So if I had a lot of the feedback was I was acting up. I acted up, and it's not my character to be like that. I just I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was pissed. I was hella mad about the situation. I was mad about the situation. I like pizza. I like pizza. Pasta's good though, but I do like pizza. Well, no, I don't know, cause pasta homemade is fire. Pasta homemade is fire. You're standing on honesty right now. That's good. Hell yeah, I have to, my bro. I have to. Um, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me if I didn't, my brother. I'm always a dude that I'm always a person that if I make a mistake, I'm a follow the ownership to it. You know. Love you, big bro. Keep pushing. Appreciate you, my brother. You know what it is, Matt. Mall High salute, fam. I'm from Denver, my brother. I'm from East Denver, Denver, Colorado. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Share, sub up. Mall High salutes you. You are human, my love. It happens and nobody's perfect. Yeah. Nah, definitely, But I'm never on here either, man. I'm never on here. What's good with it? What's cracking with you, my brother? I'm never on here blatantly trying to disrespect anybody because I'm not a disrespectful individual. And I used to be hella disrespectful back in the day. Like everything was disrespect about me, right? That's how I conducted myself. It don't get you nowhere. Being disrespectful to everybody, it don't get you nowhere, you know? Um, and I understand that shit, man. I wanna have more, more deeper situations with people than just be disrespecting everything and everybody out there. What's up, my brother? My high salute to you, fam. You already know, fam. God bless, my brother. What's cracking with you, big man? What's good with you, bro? My high salute to you. How you doing, fam? Man, please seek Jesus. Amen to that. I came over this weekend. Um, I'm from the South Side. Talk funny. That's what's up. Where you from? South Side Denver? What team is Colorado Rock? Is that a Colorado Rockies? Yeah, Colorado Rockies in the building. Had you some Keefy? Yeah, homie. Yeah, I'm drinking some coffee right now, man. Hey, you know what? You know what's interesting though? I'm gonna be real too. 100% real. It's crazy, bro. Cause I thought I would have had lost a gang of subs, but I gained a gang of subs off that too, though. That's interesting, right? So the homie and Fredo, what's good with you, my brother Elite? What's up with you, my dude? You can change if you want to. Hell yeah. Every day though, right? Bigfoot, to be real with you, bro, I guess this is the thing. It's like you strive to change, homie. Anybody that wants to stay stagnant, stay stagnant. If you want to change, you gotta make them steps, homie, to change. The homie in Fremont said, "What up? What's up? What's up? What's up?" All high salute to y'all, man. What y'all doing today? What you doing today, my brother? Man, you been fishing? Yeah, I love fishing, man. I love fishing. Now, my time in life, 40 years old, I love fishing. Fishing's great. It's a beautiful thing. Peace of mind, homie, right? What's your vlog all about? Really, to be truthful, bro, I just kind of just come in here and chop it up. I'm usually positive. I'm the positive guy. Positive all the way around. I try to push positivity, but anybody that was on that live seen a different side to me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to come off like that. Take the day by day, my brother. Amen to that. Hey, and I appreciate that, Bigfoot, because like even when you was out here, homie, you were giving me some advice, homie, and I really I took heed to that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took heed to that shit. I missed the outburst and must have gained traction. For real, bro. Like I get it why people like the drama, bro. I gained a gang of subs off that live though. That's the trip. That's the crazy part. What do you call? Oh yeah, I heard that one. I'm changing for my better homie. Hell yeah, brother. Driving back to Denver from Pueblo. Let's link up, man. If you get out here, let's link up, fool. I need to link up with you, ass, man. Hell yeah. Being a long life Viking fan, I know about outburst. I I thrown TVs out the window watching. Yeah, that's crazy, man. We get to that point though, right? We get to that point, my bro. Settle down, huh? Working. How does your wife handle? Hey, but nothing. Sometimes it's like that though, man. Sometimes it be crazy. Sometimes it be crazy. Um, hey, triggers happen and we change how we react. It's not easy, but emotional intelligence is very underrated. The fact that you're being real and owning up. That I mean, that does goes to show you though real maturity, right? It really does, bro. Like, I'm actually proud of myself. See, that's the process too, bro. Is being proud of yourself, homie. Not just people being proud of how you got to be proud of yourself, bro. You got to give yourself, like you said, grace, homie. That comes with the aspect of change, right? You know, ever been out of the state? Yeah, I've been to Cali. I've been to South Bend, Indiana. I've been to Kansas City, Missouri. I've been to Vegas, Chula Vista, California. Yeah, my grandfather, sister John. Dang, bro, that's what I'm talking about. I like fat girl with. Damn, bro, what's up with this guy? Welcome to another shocking episode of Lockdown with 23 and 1. I was supposed to do an episode with that dude, man. Why you go tell that dude Savage Chef still weighing on the episode, man? How do you still live at home? How do you still live at home? Well, I mean, this is my home. Home is where the heart is. I got a beautiful wife. This is our home, right? And really, I'm trying to get a home, bro. I'm trying to get a home. I'm trying to buy the home in the near future. He just listed all the prisons that he's been in. I've been in actually more than that. Let me see. You want Trinidad, Delta Rifle, Ben County, CMRC, Crowley. I've been in like 7 different penitentiaries, bro. Um, Taking ownership of the mistake is a big part of the growth. Hell yeah, bro. Cause like when I have people texting me like, "You good, bro? You crashing out?" It's like, damn, fool. I'm not. I was just expressing. I'm not crashing out, bro. But people know me from the past, bro. They know that when I get in that zone, sometimes it's like hard to get me to just chill and focus in. Life is hard, and sometimes you gotta vent, so you don't end up doing some. Hey, that's one of the realest things right there. I think that's why I did it too, homie. And I don't usually do that on this type of platform, bro. But I know I got some real solid homies that, you know what I'm saying, that will give me feedback, homie, and that's why I did it. But like, let's be real, bro. I let some of the people that were saying shit get to the best of me, so I started calling fools bitches, and I'm saying, excuse my language. I started saying like messed up things, disrespecting a lot of people, So I appreciate that input though, homie, because that's real shit. That is real. That's one of that a real statement right there. Like, big, what's good with it, my homie? God bless my fam. All right, salute to you guys, brother. All right, salute. Hey, Big Red. No disrespect from this morning, fam. I don't know if I hope I didn't disrespect you in any way, my brother, because I know you was on that live. I apologize, my bro. On 6 yard. Granny is in Dallas now, but they lived in Rifle, Colorado. Great memories right by the river. Hell yeah, that's dope, bro. Love you, love you. Is that little Silas? What's up, man? Is that little Silas, bro? Love you, love you, love you. What's up? Nice. What's good? Nice, all good. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, my bro. I don't, cause like I'm gonna be real with the homie, man. Like it's always good to see the fam. It's always good to see the fam in here, like the original homies. And I'm not here to disrespect anybody, bro. I just had an outburst on me, and I shouldn't have said half of the things I said, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, appreciate you, fam. Any love for the gays? God bless you. That's all I can say, man. I don't want to get into all that. God bless you, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, how is the best of us? How, yeah. It does. It really does, It really does. Like, but we still learning. But I got some good news, though. I got a good appointment tomorrow. Yeah, I'm good, fam. I appreciate you tapping in with me too, homie. I appreciate you texting me, Big Chase. Like, That should actually mean something, homie. A real one right there, man. Real one right there. Salute to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? What's up, cousin? What up, cousin? Happy Thursday, tapping in. What you doing? You ready to go? You ready to go to that Ice Cube, man? We gonna do the Ice Cube up, man. We gonna do the Ice Cube up. I think I want to go to that concert. Really, I'm gonna talk to Jay, see if we all can go. That'll be dope. Ice Cube's coming out here to Red Rocks. You passed the test. Chicago, much love from Cali. Hell yeah, California in the building. What's up with it, man? Love to California. Boom. Hell yeah, we been on a big baby. Let's go. 420. It's on a Monday, take a Tuesday off. See, that makes me kind of want to tap in because you promoting it. And Red Rocks would be the auditorium in the event center, bro, that we would actually do a concert. You know? Good. We all need to have the expression validated, and I don't want to and protect too much. Needing to vent often comes from I was in getting validation. Man. Shout out to you, man, for taking the time out to write that. Appreciate you, bro. All right, so folded under zero pressure. Double tap the screen. Let's go. Yeah, man. Well, so yeah, we to everybody that understood the live, I actually have an interview tomorrow too, and I'm waiting on a call back. So I think something's gonna fall through. I really do. I think tomorrow's gonna be the day that something falls through. So, good news. Good news. It's just gonna be, oh man, bro. It's my era in the '90s, what I come from. We grew up listening to that shit in Curtis Park, bro. Ain't no way I'm passing it up. I know that's right. I know that's right. I mean, what else? What else can you ask for? Ice Cube and the Red Rocks, the Red Rocks Amphitheater. Hell yeah, that's gonna be an epic concert. I'm gonna make buffalo chicken pop. Hey, send that over, man. Send that over. We need some. We gonna have to do that too, man. Me and wifey are meal prepping now too. We're about to start meal prepping. We got a journey that we taking across the course. So we got to get into meal prepping also. Meal prepping is a beautiful thing. Almost time to see all the ladies. Summertime in the DC streets. I ride with you. Ooh, summertime's all around the corner. What y'all got planned for the summertime, man? I know this. I'm about to be in these pools like constantly. Water World. I'm gonna hit Water World this year too. Water World will be. I might get a season pass for the Water World. Hit the amusement park, man. I'm gonna be in the sun though. I'm not staying in at all in the summertime. Summertime will be dope. Going to the beach, going fishing. Go fishing, go summertime. I think I honestly too, I'm gonna go to Bear Creek Reservoir. I'm gonna hit the Bear Creek Reservoir off. If you guys ever come to Colorado, y'all gotta hit these reservoirs. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Lady said we're going to Waterworld before we leave, regardless. We're gonna go hit the dinosaur ride. Nah, for real, Marada. These fools ask questions like that all day, my bro. They're really mind blown. These dudes, like if I start just man, they are wild. What up, Blue Lobster? What's cracking with you, bro? You look like a better version of John Travolta. That's what they say, my bro. They say John Travolta. Hey, I'm gonna start believing it too, because as many times as they say I look like a younger John Travolta, I believe it now, bro. That's my twin. John Travolta's the twin. What up, Blue Loke? What's cracking with you, bro? Did you live today? Did some arms and back and did some boxing practice. Where in Colorado, used to live there. I'm over here in Denver. Well, I'm from Denver, East Denver, but I'm in Green Mountain. Green Mountain. Box State Business. What's up, my brother? What up with it, my homie? Shout out to the fam. Man, I'm good now, man. I calmed down. I'm relaxing. You know what I'm saying? I relax it up, just cooling Lokester. Back in a pizza. What you know, bro? I gotta get some. Hey, so if you ever come out here too, if you ever come out here, y'all gotta go to Amici's Pizza, 38th in Wadsworth. Amici's Pizza, 44th actually. The best pizza, homie, by far. The best pizza. Ever chest out the Western Slope? Beautiful place. I never got to go there, bro, but I checked it out. I have. Hell yeah, I've checked it out. I just never got to go there. I think I'm gonna go. What's the most affordable area? So everybody that comes out here, my Brody, they're gonna go to Aurora. Like that's the most affordable place in the Denver metro. Aurora, and then a lot of the Denver metro got regentified, but they pushed everybody to Aurora or the west side. Now, the most affordable place in Colorado, Pueblo, right? But it's run down, bro. Aurora has a little rundown too. There's gonna be a lot of gangbanging in Aurora, but yeah, Aurora. It's more probably the most affordable. Um, so cuz had to let one off of the stream. Yeah, I had people checking up too, man. Like I realized that I kind of got out of character, homie. I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Homies checked up. We had a good conversation at the gym with a couple people. So yeah, man, I'm good. Back to the grind, bro. I got an interview tomorrow. How do y'all get along with Vice Lord? We don't really have a lot of Vice Lords out here, my bro. It's just four corner hustler fools from Pueblo. There's some four corner hustlers from Pueblo, but usually in Denver Metro, because we didn't really see it in the Denver Metro, we had more of a California in our original neighborhoods, Crips and Bloods, and then Denver hoods. But Vice Lords, there's one clique. It's the four corner hustlers. They're from Colorado Springs. And to be real with you, it's kind of interesting, bro, because like the ones I knew, they mess with the Lokes, and then the GDs from Colorado Springs mess with the Lokes too, the Crips. Some Junction is nice and cheap. Okay, yeah. Spun Junction. That's Grand Junction? Ooh, Spun Junction, homie. Drive over to Orway. It's incredible. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I need to go peep that. How do y'all get up along with the Vice Lords? Nobody trips. Like, they're not really, the Vice Lords and the GDs, bro, they're really not like, I'll say like this, they just make their money, bro. So there's no beef with them, you know. But we don't have Vice Lords in Denver. That's in Colorado Springs more than anything, fam. Um, Four Corner Hustlers, definitely Chicago bread gang. Yeah. I met a big old fool named Tank, homie. He was a four corner hustler. That fool right there, just massive. And the GDs that were on the yard at the time, bro, they were kind of paranoid around that dude because he was just big, fool. That fool walked around. Ugh. And what's crazy about it is too, bro, the four corner hustler, he was cool with the Crips. And that's my family is the Lokes, right? A lot of my homies is the Keyways of my neighborhood's all Keyways. He was cool with the Lokes. Homie, his best friend was from Kitchens, 8-1. That was his best brother, bro. He kicked with the Lokes more than even the Bloods or anything. GD don't get along in Chicago. They don't. Yeah, I mean, that's how it. But out here in Colorado, the homie from he was from Wild Hundreds, Chicago, right? He said that a lot of the GDs and the Vice Lord, they're not sanctioned in Colorado. Now, I don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of them spring fools, they'll come from my neck. They gonna get to tripping like we sanctioned. But the homie from Chicago, he was like, nah, we don't get active in Colorado. We're not sanctioned. And I believe it, right? Because there was actually Latin kings and Satan disciples too that didn't get to tripping. They were on the yard, not even tripping. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm used to the West Coast feel. Everybody's tripping. Everybody's tripping on some gang shit. You know what I'm saying? But out here, like, I think them dudes was just making money, to be real with you. They was making money out here, you know. But yeah, no, that's kind of how that was. That's kind of how that was. This pine, yeah, hell yeah. What you mean? I'm eating pineapple ham all day, bro, on my pizza. I'm sorry. That's just what I do. It say you might be from the islands. You might be from the island, homie. You might be from the island. But I do eat pineapple on my pizza, pineapple and ham. Yeah, cause mostly, bro, in our penitentiaries, you're gonna have more of a West Coast feel, bro. You're gonna have the Crips, the Bloods, the North Daniels, Sudanos, and you're gonna have that's probably the biggest fractions of gangs, right? And then you got Denver all the way across, Denver gangs all the way across. But that's kind of what the politics are out here, man. We really not. Chicago probably moved out to Colorado and try to start their own fraction. Now you got now too though, bro. Not to get off the aspect, but you do have GDs in Aurora, Colorado. They have a clique. I never really in my time I never ran into had any funk with the GDs. I never really ran into any too many of them out here, in the streets. But so yeah, man, some like respect and knowledge, get along with everyone. Yeah, that's what it is about. It's all about respect. How many man? Um, let's get money first. Bullshit behind us. It's all about bread, right? We learn that. We supposed to learn that at an early age. But fools is wilding out, bro. They be wilding out. Everybody want a trip. Um, okay, okay. Yeah, bro. Nice to meet you guys, man. I'm from Denver, bro. Denver, Colorado. So this is the channel. We box state business. We just represent our city, homie. Like the rest of everybody, bro. I'm proud to be a box state baby, Colorado based. The closest I lived to Chicago, I lived in Gary, Indiana, homie. I was in South Bend, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Alcar, Indiana. I lived throughout them. You know what I'm saying? I lived through all them little areas. So I seen a presence, but they never got to tripping on me. They were like, "You from West Coast? What's up out there?" So they showed a lot of love, though. They showed a lot of love. Appreciate you, appreciate you. God bless, God bless. Appreciate you guys. Um, Y2, where you from? So yeah, man, we all connected. We all connected. God bless. God bless to everyone. See, there's another thing is too, man. There's another thing is too. Chicago, Colorado Springs. So if you ever come to the Springs, right? You ever come to the Springs, you gonna have a lot of military people. You gonna have so much military people out here that you get that. And Colorado Springs, it was not surprising that there was GDs. So GDs was deep out there, and they're more deeper than the Vice Lords and Four Corner Hustlers and Springs, right? They're more deep. But that's because it's military, right? That's because it's military. Um, so yeah, it's like that was new to us being from Denver. My neighbor, this is how it went in the town, bro. Denver, right? I'm from East Denver, and it's all Crips. Project housing, the 30s, all the blocks over there, Crips. And then you have the Mexican hood, and they're not essays, though. I wouldn't say they're essays, they're Chicano. They're all the Odies, ESGs, they're like the same. The Deuce Five Raiders. And that's all we had in the hood. So it's all Bloods and Crips in Denver. We didn't really have anything else. And then you had the Denver hoods, the Denver gangs. But that's all we knew, bro. We didn't know nothing about anything else. We knew you go across that boulevard over there. That's where the Dalmus are. The Keyways are over here. They don't come over here. And in the 90s, you didn't really cross them boulevards. You crossed them boulevards, you were going to look for trouble in the opposition's neighborhood. The Enemigos was over there, homie. That's where the enemies is over there. It's Lakewood, the suburbs. Yeah, it's the suburbs. But understand this though. When they regentified Denver, because if you come out here, if you go to Denver, you're gonna trip off of Denver because Denver is getting rebuilt. As we speak, there's a lot of development out here. So they pushed everybody in Denver to these smaller cities, bro. They pushed it to Lakewood. Lakewood became Lake Hood, homie. There's so much shit going on in Lakewood now. They infested that shit with all kinds of drugs and gangbangers be over there. So Lakewood now is Lake Hood. They be tripping over there too. You see gang presence in Lake. Um, Denver is getting rebuilt to affordable housing. It's actually collapsed crime and everywhere. Not understandable, right? But see, I don't know how long you've been out here, because Denver in the 90s and 80s, bro, had way more problems than it does now. Gang violence was rampant in the 80s and 90s. People were literally getting killed for colors. You walk around in certain jackets, you were getting killed. Fools was getting killed for their Bronco starter jackets in the 90s. Gangbang. You cross the boulevard in certain colors, you're getting chipped. Summer of violence is the most deadliest years we ever had in the history of Denver. Summer of violence is right, valid, but it's getting worse. I believe that now, definitely. I'm sad what my city turned into. It's a big old. It feels like it's like Oregon, homie, just zombie land. Fools are smoking fentanyl everywhere. So yeah, Denver to a point, it really is. I mean, hell yeah, destruction. Sure, Lake Hood, sure is. Nah, but I understand. I understand 100%. I just lost I lost a lot of people in the 90s. Um, I lost a lot of people in the 90s. So gang violence was so rampant. I remember being in where I'm from in the project housing, right? And when I say project to the Chicago homies, it's not projects like you guys grew up in, right? We had low income housing blocks of these low income project housing that's our projects, Arapahoe Courts. And it was bricks. It wasn't no condos, it was real bricks. Um, but I remember being in the hood, homie, and where we lived, it was the corner of violence at one time. Fools got killed like on that corner so much. Fools was just dropping. And I remember being in the project house, and there was a war, bro, in the projects. Like fools were going block to block, blocks to blocks, and just chipping each other off, homie. So the 90s for me, I said, damn, bro, it's just wild, homie. Thought my gang and everybody's gang abandoned you when you go to jail. Shit made me. I mean, I have some stories, bro. I got into it with a lot of my homies, punching police, and damn, and all that. He said, man, I was getting off on the popos. Same here in Littleton. Yeah, bro, they was smoking fentanyl in Littleton too. Denver is white Atlanta now. Denver is white Atlanta. Denver is like white Atlanta.
Who and I got some water for thirst over there.
Your fool. We could be loyal. I mean, you know how it goes, man. Especially in them compounds, bro. When I went to the penitentiary, everybody for themselves. You learn, you live and learn. And even out here, it got like that too, man. It got like that out here. Yeah, Denver though. Denver, for the most part, to be real with you, they moved every type of person in the Denver metro. Like they have moved our neighborhoods and just rebuild everything. Everything's in the neighborhood now. All kinds of uppity class people. I said, damn, bro. I said, man. But yeah, Gary, Indiana was like in South Bend, Indiana. It was a different type of a vibe out there, homie. It was a way different vibe out there. Love from India. Oh, shout out to India, man. What you guys do in India? What's the ghetto in India, bro? What's the ghetto? What's the ghettos in the India area? Thank you. Huh? I don't know. So I know India probably got some places. India. They be showing love from India a lot too, though now. Hey, y'all, if you guys like some of the aspect of what we talk, man, hit the like, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share. Bro, I got admitted to Milwaukee School of Engineer and I'm 18. What? Is it worth coming? Bro, you about to ball out of control, brother. What? Hell yeah, man. Make your dreams come true, fool. Hell yeah. If I had a chance, bro, make your dreams come true. I mean, it depends on where you go. Where you going? To New York? It's diverse as hell in New York, bro. If you going to the NYC, oh, you going to Milwaukee, they don't really trip like the West Coast, bro. If you were going to, I don't know, the South too, man. I don't know. The South is hella racial, but where you're going, it don't sound like it's really racial out there, bro. Hell yeah, I would go, bro. Will I find friends or girlfriends? Yeah, hell yeah. Just, you know, don't be beating fools with sticks, bro. My boss used to always say that. They'd be like, if you come to my country, I beat you with a stick. If you come to my country, I beat you with a stick. I said, damn, fool. It's not that serious, brother. Salute, 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 salute. What's good with it? All right, salute. Do Colorado Springs cats show love to Denver? Nobody shows love to the town, bro. Man, because this is the fact, homie, and not to be cocky. You know, Denver, old school Denver homies, all Denver homies, old school. We're the capital of the city, right? Of the Box State. We look down upon a lot of people, bro. And it's not, it was a bad thing because our aura was if you ain't from Box State and you ain't from Denver Metro, we don't care about nothing. So a lot of times they feel that we don't give them the same respect, right? So Springs, Pueblo, they hated us. Even fools in Aurora, they didn't really like the Denver people in Denver, bro, because they thought that we looked down on them too. So yeah, man, we had an aura. Now going to different penitentiaries, I met some real riders from everywhere. You know, I met some riders from all them cities, bro. So there's some real solid foods from the Springs. You know, I got jumped in Pueblo, homie, because we were from Denver. Ah, appreciate that, Amy. 100 on the X Park. Let's go. Let's go. Salute, salute, salute. Down 21, 3, 25, 26, 25X. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all go sub to the Homegirls channel too. If you guys got a channel, put your channel in the chat, bro. Everybody go sub each other up. You know, let's run it up. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, so to answer that question, my homie, I don't think I think now we got more relationships with other people, but I think back in the day, homie, Denver just had an aura. It made people hate us because we thought we were the big ones. We thought we were the big ones on the block. This is Denver, homie. What's popping with the Texan legend? Shout out to the homie Texan legend. So now let me say this, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, right? Especially my neighborhood, the East Side. We didn't care where you was from. We didn't care if you was from California, New York. We didn't care if you were from all the big cities that got all the stuff going on. It was us before anybody, bro. Like this is Denver, homie. And we'll say that shit proud. People are like Denver. We'll say that shit proud. Like I'm a Denver baby, homie. I'm from 303, 5280. So people would be like, damn, homie, what you got going on out there? We was just proud at one time. Now it seems like nobody now, since they changed a lot of stuff up, it seems like nobody everybody stopped being proud. They don't got that mile high proud. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different time frame, man. What you doing, Big Texas? You over there in Commerce City still? You over there in Commerce City, my brother? I heard Commerce City's just they're expanding. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Shit, yeah, you got a gang of small towns, bro. You got Los Animas, right? They gang bang their own thing. Rocky Forts, they gang bang their own little thing. Even Grand Junction got a little bit of gangs. It was crazy. I went to Boulder, bro. I went to Boulder and they had a gang called the Owl Street. The Owl Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, brother. What's up? Blessings. What's good with it, my homies? How you guys doing? Um, I tried. I'm tired of the rich folks moving here jacking prices. Real talk, you ain't lying on that one. I spent time in the East Denver growing up by Bruce Randolph High School. I had a Mexican friend that lived by Luceros and his family were Odies. So I was automatically identified as a Odie. Hell yeah. I mean, I got family that's Odie too, but so to be real with you, bro, if you was good with the Odies, right? They were gonna embrace you totally, homie. They were gonna embrace you, so they probably embraced and had love for you. Now, if you had conflict with the Odies, it was a different ball game. It didn't even matter if you were cousins with these. There was times that it was up. You know what I'm saying? That's just gang politics, right? You could be family with these fools. And sometimes it was that kind of a situation. Still can't drink the water in Commerce City, he said. I got jumped in Pueblo. It's crazy. Yeah, I did, bro. They tried to rush us. Bing, bing, bing. I took off on the bouncer, bro. I took off on the bouncer. Hit him. And all of a sudden, I just remember getting swung on by like 10 people. And then these fools picked me up. The bouncer picked me up and he threw me on the ground outside the door and they started stomping me out. And then the homie from the back, I don't know how he got out the door, but he pushed this fool and that fool's head went into the brick, bro. It crushed his head. Like, damn. Got jumped a bunch of times. Hell yeah, man. It comes with the territory, right? We got packed out. Them fools was out. I said, damn, just trying to settle down, but it's been beautiful so far, my brother. We got to tap in. Hell yeah, bro. Let me know. I'm mobile too, brother. We gonna have some little meetups. We're gonna have some little meetups, man, and barbecue this whole summer. Um, the oldies in the joint were pretty down. No bullshit left out there. Would only be a couple in every yard. Yeah, they messed with a lot of the Sudanos when I was doing time. They were messing with the Sudanos a lot because OGs from the oldies, the ones that caught a gang of time, them dudes, they started rocking with some of the Sudanos. On average, what did the numbers look like on the yards between like the gangs? Well, everybody's gonna have a different opinion, right? But I would have to say, for me, what I seen every yard that I've been to, it would be, to be real with you, this is what I seen because everybody has a different opinion, right? It would be the Sudanos. They, as a gang, they had a lot of numbers. Every yard that I've been to, because the Crips have so many fractions, it would be a gang of Crips, but different areas and cities. Paisa's deep. They probably were the deepest group. And then it would trickle down to the different Denver hoods, right? GKIs was always deep. Um, and then you had smaller groups like the Northside Fools, Mafia, Northside Mafias. You didn't really like when I was doing time, it was hard to see any Norteños because they said no Norteños on the yard. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I seen. Then the white boys, 211 click, they had a lot of white boys with their shit. But do you ever play in Denver youth sports? Nah, I used to. How? I used to do I used to do Prince Hall, bro, back in the day. Jimmy, older dude, that's an oldie. I want to see his last name. I don't, my bro. I know like Snoop and them fools, like Big Buffalo, homie Snoop, DMC, my cousin Joe, and all them fools. Yeah. What's up with Sterling Prison? The worst go there? Nah, not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Sterling is just one of them campuses you never leave. So if you go to Sterling, you're there for your whole stay. You know what I'm saying? You're there for the whole stay. You're not going to leave that place. You're going to go. Sterling has every type of level of prison out here. So you have an ad sec in there. You're not going to leave that compound. You're in Sterling. You're in there forever. Prince Hall was always one. Hell yeah. I was good at football, man. So y'all had at least 100 Crips. Bro, there's been yards that I seen 100 Crips on this side of the facility, and then I seen Crips, 100 Crips on this side of the facility. Every unit had Crips, but they don't all mess with each other too. That's the thing, bro. Like a lot of the Crips are separated out here. You got the west side, you got the east side, you got Colorado Springs, you got Colorado Springs and Pueblo. They mess with each other, the Southern Crips. And then you have Cali Crips. You got a lot of California Crips, neighborhoods, A-Trays. You got all that shit, bro. And usually the east side don't really mess with too many of them fools. We mess with the east side like we're our own car, you know? We don't follow orders from nobody. It's just Denver. Yeah, they definitely have the numbers for real. G's were deep. Shit, at one time, them LPPs. I've been to one facility, Ben County, where the LPPs, they had a big number. And the homies actually got into it with one of them fools, and the homie put hands on a Corky from LPPs. But I didn't really see too many of them fools. Like, but Ben County, like they were deep. What year did y'all fall? I fell in 2003, and I left in 2011. Yo, on how come I look better than you? I don't know, bro. You probably been doing a lot more push-ups. Crips always deep in categories. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I met so many different Crip hoods, and I'm like, damn, bro, we don't mess with these fools. I talked to these dudes. There was only one facility, bro, I've been to, and it was a lower place. It was Trinidad, bro. All the Crips mess with each other. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you were from 6 O's. It didn't matter if you were from A-Tray gangsters. It didn't matter if you was from Comptons. It didn't matter if you was from East Denver. It didn't matter if you were from Pueblo, Colorado Springs. If you was a Crip, you were under one rag on that yard. I said, I never seen this before, but they made it happen. Salute, salute. Don't forget East Coast. I met only a couple East Coasters out here, man. The Coasters. You know what I'm saying? I met my homie Big Takeoff. I met the homie Lucky from Coast Crip. Haven't met too many of them fools, but I know a couple of them fools was out here. My homie little what's his name? E-Rock. Yeah. What about Chickies? They still around? Yeah, they still around. I mean, they got different cliques of them too, though, bro. They got like different cliques of the Chickies. But some of my riders that were Chickies, they were 30 Crips. They was in Swamptons, you know. Um, but shout out to the Swamptons too, bro. They're the roots of that shit. Our way, their way. Damn, I found oh 04. Our way, they were kind of deep. Oh 04, okay. Yeah, they super deep. 100, yep. Hell yeah, man. Growing up, was it a lot of Denver dudes false claiming they were from Cali? Wow, you got to understand too, bro. This is where a lot of people. So understand this, man. In the 80s, right? In the 80s, there was OGs, like so many OGs from California that came to Denver. So these fools started putting fools on from neighborhoods, right? So they were getting put on by a lot of OGs. And I'm talking about Denver was a mecca for Cali. Cali Crips came out here deep because the Cali Crips actually, they came out here before the Bloods, homie. There was like Crips. This whole state was Crips. Like when it comes to them politics, right? And then the Bloods came out, Crenshaw Mafia, and you had Cedar Block, Parole, and all that shit come out here. But these fools were embedded with their hoods, bro. So I don't know how you see that, but a lot of OGs came out here and quoted these fools, right? Compton Crips were deep, front hoods and Palmer blocks. Their OGs are straight from Compton, homie, straight from the set they though, right? And they came straight to the town, bro. Uh so yeah, like in Aurora, homie, like in Aurora, that fools was deep. But like my neighborhood, homie, in the east. So this is the thing is, bro, in East Denver, everybody banged their own hoods in their blocks, right? We had a lot of homies that bang our own sets out here. So in East Denver, a lot of homies bang the neighborhoods in the blocks. Cali ain't have no stay in Denver. I I don't know where you came from, Marada, and I don't know who you are, but you got to understand one thing, bro. 60s was deep too. Hell yeah, 60s was deep too. You got to listen to the whole lie before you make a statement, right? I never said California was deep in Denver. We're talking about the box state. And when I say this, I'm talking about different parts of Colorado. And yes, California came out here in the 80s and 90s super deep. That's why you got a lot of California sets like Rowan 60s and Five Deuce Broadways and 40s, Harlem's, East Coast crib, couple of them Compton crib riders. They came out here super deep. But that was not a Denver thing. Denver had its own original sets. Like Denver banged their own original sets. So in Denver, we didn't really have the Cali presence like Aurora, Montbello, Colorado Springs. So that's what I'm saying, you know. So you got to listen with your ears and just don't talk. What up, Big Jess? Game politics definitely be from the joint to joint. Hell yeah. But overall, the Denver Metro is going to overtake everything when you go to prison, right? The biggest card to me out of the Lokes was the Lokes from East Denver. Mall high salute. Mall high salute to you guys, man. Sue just started in Denver, went out. See, and that's a different atmosphere too. So we're not really talking about like Norteños and Sureños, right? Now, me growing up, right? I didn't see Sureños. Now, people said there was Sureños, right? When I grew up, Sureños, like it was one thing. Like there might be somebody that had the image of Sureños, right? But there was never a presence. They never had a neighborhood in the Denver Metro. I didn't see the Sureños deep till I went to prison. Norteños, it was more Northside Denver than anything, you know. So that was newer, you know. Now they have different pockets. I hear. Yeah, CCR isn't a gang. It's in Cali. It used to be Alliance in the 80s. Well, they have I don't know if you heard of Front Hook Compton Crib Riders, CCR Compton Crib Riders and Palmer Blocks. But yeah, now I get what you're saying though. They were deep out here though, bro. They definitely had deep ties, you know. So is Colorado? Nah, hell nah. Nah. Colorado's everything. You got a lot of bloods out here too. A lot of bloods. You got bloods from two different parts of Colorado. No, you got bloods from two different parts of Denver. There's two different big blood hoods in Denver. The West Side and Park Hill. Those are both Damu areas. And then you go to Springs, they got their own Damus. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of Damus out here. I'm still hurt. Oh hell. We became, after the attack from and the attack on our organization. That's crazy, bro. I used to stay right next to Big Al, yup, and little AWOL. Yup. They have some hitters too, bro, because some of my family is from Compton. Like my sister's baby's dad, they're all from CCR front hoods. Boogie Bass was the homie, Ponytail. You know what I'm saying? Little Static, homie. There was a gang of them little dudes, man. Baby Pistol, homie, you know? Yeah, for real shit, Cheyenne. Mint was deep with grip of Springs Crips, yup. Yeah, bro, we did time in the same area where Norths weren't allowed on this. I try to say that, bro. Fools got pissed, but it was the truth, bro. I was not hating on the North, homie. But there was a time frame, bro, that them Sureños was tripping. They tripped on everything, homie. I remember a couple times the Sureños and the Crips they had big numbers and they had a power trip, bro, and it turned into a big ass fight between Crips and Sureños. And that shit trickled. That shit trickled to every prison, every penitentiary. They had sent kites to every prison, like, watch out, bro, it's about to go up. Sure enough, some of my homies was wrapped up in it because they went to CSP behind that shit. I said, damn, bro, you know. But then again, too, I knew some Sureños from I think they were California Sureños, bro. But I had this one dude that he was cool as hell, homie Grumpy. His name was Grumpy.
was grumpy.
He was grumpy. Yep, I remember all them. Yeah, you remember that shit, bro? One place you would see them in the hole, checked in. Now I knew. Now don't get me wrong. There was a Nor there, homie. That his name was. I think his name was Cherry, bro. He had to go to CSP because that fool actually was active. You know what I'm saying? But it was, yeah, that was wild, homie. It was crazy. That fight was huge. Yup, it was, homie. It was. I said, damn, bro. Homie. That fight was huge. 100%, homie. You might see them walk into intake, and that was a wrap. But yeah, they were green light, and that was an interesting thing too, because like, to be real with you, damn, you doing a honey bunny sandwich? Nice, thank you. Um, I remember that when the Aces actually started getting under, not being on yards too. The Aces, man, I felt bad for them dudes, man. They said them fools couldn't be on the yards. What, them kids? Um, what do you be for dinner today? And let me see. What would be for dinner today? What are we on? We on Thursday? They gonna give you spaghetti, nasty ass spaghetti, bro. Yeah. You ain't gonna want to eat the spaghetti, homie. Referring to referring to the CCRs you named, not the Sudanos. I remember hearing about them. Sudan. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. In the penitentiary. Yep. I know a grumpy Sudano from Cali. Yep. He was actually a decent dude, man. Like, you know, because like when we talk about politics, right? We talk about anything of that sort, right? When I was in prison, bro, and this is being truthful from Savage Chef, I didn't mess with anybody if you was in a crib. I didn't mess with nobody, homie, because I knew if we go up and we go to war, I don't want to have friend. I don't want to be friends with you and feel some type of way. So I didn't really conversate with too many people in the penitentiary, but the homies. Um, but when I had passed through DRDC, that fool grumpy homie was going back to the joint because I had went back to prison, and he had a conversation, like, and he was asking me because he was curious, and we got to chopping it up, bro, and he became a solid homie, like a Sureño, right? You know, yeah, bro. Yeah, y'all politics different. The Mexicans in Cali never had their own. Yo, and you know what's wild, homie? I'm gonna be real. This is my opinion, but the West Side Bloods, they're a little more hothead than Park Hill Bloods, meaning they are flashy, where they act like they tripping with everything, right? But in their hoods, they don't see keyways, right? Now, they didn't really grow up around Park Hill at all. Now, a lot of the Crips from the East Side grew up around the Lokes in the East Side, you know? So yeah, you would be dumbfounded. I mean, you would be like, damn, bro, this is crazy. But them fools, they push their whole neighborhood, homie, right? They push their whole shit. You know, they got their own neighborhood sold up. That's why I never could be homies with people, man. Cause like I didn't want to feel some type of way if I have to get at this dude in a fight. Now, check this out, my bro. So the homie that said that's kind of interesting. There was a time when the West Side Bloods, the Mexican fools, right? They in prison, they ran their own car. They didn't even ride with the Park Hill fools at all. They rode their own car, right? They didn't ride with the Mexican food, the black fools. So even when they got into it, no, the black homies from Park Hill was not going to back them fools up. They were on their own. Now, a lot of East Denver Crips are going to ride with the homies, though, from the East Denver, homie. We're all going to ride under East Denver. That's kind of how that is. That's kind of the difference, you know? The Mexican Bloods, enemies, and even Crips, they're GKIs. That's another thing is too, bro. They're most of their enemies are GKIs. That's who they get into it because that's the bigger neighborhood in their hood. You know, they don't really even see Crips in the West Side at all. There's one hood that was in the West Side, and that was the OGC's West Side OGC gang. And then you had maybe the Sun Valley Crips from the west, from Sun Valleys, and then you have some. I think you have some foods in the Yellows or Reds or some shit. I don't know. Um, you ain't lying. They made my uncle whack off the end in the Anna Sam tattoo, and he came up. Damn, what? No friends in jail. Hell nah. You better not trust nobody, Rada. Yeah, but them fools don't ride with the west side of Denver unless they're from a hood, bro, from like Park Hill or Aurora. Them fools, when they hit the joint, homie, they're gonna ride with the West Side Bloods. Even at that time, even if you're from Commerce City and you're LGB and all that shit, you riding with West Side Bloods. You ain't riding with Park Hill. You gonna ride with the West Side. Until they tied the rag with Park Hill, that's how it was. They they literally all were under the West Side. The West Side called the shots on the yard. Anybody from Crenshaw Mafia from West, they had the keys over a lot of people. 16 blocks, SMBs, KCBs, LGBs, Deuce Seven Bloods. They had the keys. Crenshaw Mafia West Side had the keys over a lot of them Bloods. They were the big homies, really, to be truthful. Yeah, now though, but this is in the 90s, Rada. Commerce City had to fall in line with the West Side OGs from CMG. When Boom and Bang made that shit prevalent in the old school Crenshaw Mafias, we talking about Redman and all them dudes. Them fools rolled with the West Side. LGB, LGB and them fools from the Bombers that you're saying, them fools, even recently when I was in the pen, all them fools from the West Side was connected with the Bomber Biddy fools, right? But that's a new thing though, because Park Hill actually tied in rags with the whole West Side and every blood from Mexicans. And I'm not saying you wrong, really. That's your politic, bro. You know more than me. I'm not saying that, but that's just what I seen. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect to you, my bro. Salute. My cousin G Kai, he killed a blood on Alameda Feds. I remember that. I remember that actually. Yeah, in the 90s, all my OG rolled with the. Okay, okay. Hell yeah, my bro. My high salute to you guys, man. My high salute to everybody, though. You know, um, yeah, it was wild, man. I mean, every penitentiary's a little different, but that's just from my experience, my bro. Like, you know, it's just different things that I seen. But then again, you know what I'm saying? The homie's right though. They had their own identity in part in Commerce City. You know? Hell yeah. My homie, so and this was a different aspect too, because my homie Lil C-Lo from 30 Gang, he gets into it with the fool Evil. Huerito Evil from LGBs. He's from Commerce City, right? The homie C-Lo goes in, they fade out. And if you know Evo, homie, the Huerito, ask him about that shit on the 7 side, homie. C-Lo put hands on this fool. Bing, 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 mash this fool out. Evo would tell you that. But them black bloods that were on the yard, bro, they said, nah, that's not our beef. Park Hill fool said, that's not our beef. You know who came to that fool's aid? The reason why I say that, it was the West Side. It was Crenshaw Mafia, the Mafia brothers, all them fools. They came to that fool side. Park Hill was like, that's your guys' beef. So, like I said, it's different. It's from different. Hold up, Savage. You didn't tell me. Now I mean, Commerce City got a lot of different neighborhoods, bro. But yeah, the Bloods is deep out there. Shout out to them fools, man. Shout out to them fools. Okay, I feel you, my bro. Okay. You might be okay. Salute to you, bro. Hell yeah, you might be right on that because when that fool got popped, when that fool got shot in Fairfax, right? The Fairfax Park Hill was tripping. You right. You right. There was a yeah, for sure. Salute to them, man, because they were tripping over the fool that got shot in Fairfax, and then a lot of them Park Hill fools were tripping. So did they form a blood? Yeah, hell yeah, bro. They're all chilling together. Like they all linked rags. Hell yeah, they're under one rag really now. Well, we've been tripping together since the summer of violence. Summer of violence is deep, man. 90s. I remember when the West Side Bloods had the oldies flying. But there also was a time that the oldies got into it with the Bloods too in the West Side. What made the West Side take the name Park Hill? Well, to be real with you, bro, I think a lot of Park Hill started going to the West though, to be real with you. And then I remember one summer, the West Ridge fools, they did a hood day because a lot of fools in the West Side bang Crenshaw Mafia. They did a hood day, bro, and they did a hood day with all the CMGs from Park Hill. And the only reason I remember this because the fools that really I remember seeing them fools at the hood meeting in their videos was the fool DYS and Hack. And I know DYS and rest in peace to that young man, whatever. But I got into it with Hack and I got into it with them dudes. At that time, my little homies was tripping with some of them dudes. And there was a time where I was running up on fools that were in pictures with that dude. Like anybody that was in pictures with that fool DYS, I was tripping for being in pictures and seeing what the temperature was, right? And I told DYS, I said, hey, homie, take all that shit off the internet. And I said, because if fools get killed out here, everybody's gonna get indicted. And he told me straight up, I'm gonna kill your ass. That's what he told me. So I said, no, I don't want no beef with you, killer. I'm just saying, take all that shit off the internet. Well, sure enough, I started seeing them in pictures with Park Hill at the hood day. So I think Westridge, I think Westridge started messing with them fools pretty tough. So yeah, man, that shit was wild, bro. And then that little dude got he got killed on Alameda and Federal, man. I remember that night too. I remember that night too. Yeah, I seen the hood vlog they locked in. Yeah, they started going to all the hood days. They even went to the ball, the Crenshaw Mafia fools at the little ball. So, and then the homie from Damu, shout out to the homie Damu. I talked to him on a regular, like recently, and he was telling me that all of them are really connected. Um, wasn't the little homie from 2DS what the food that killed him? The food because there was a food that was acquainted to the GKIs too. Um, he got killed that night too. He was acquainted. He was in the G though, and even a G. There was a big shootout with the West Side and the Hitman in the '90s. Damn, bro, that's wild, fam. Yeah, that's wild. That's interesting, fam. Yeah, that food, like I said, man, them years was wild, bro. They was wild out here. Um, whatever happened to the warlords late night, I don't know. That's an OG. That's an OG North Side. OG North Side. Yeah, old school. Did you know that Terrence Robert dude from Park Hill? He's been on my platform. He's been on me and the homies platform. The homie from the OG homie knows him from the OG homie from 30s knows that fool. Yeah, so I chopped it up. I've been to the when they did the shit, they actually did for Nipsey Hussle, bro. They did the piece in the park, we all pulled up over there. He was over there. Shout out to him, man. I remember going to the bar Red with Lady J, and there was nothing but bloods, and that shit was crazy. I was seeing fools I knew, but I couldn't place them, and then they started. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That was their hood day. That was their hood day. Um, yeah, he was on the platform for a little minute, bro. He went to Cali too. He was over there in California. He was over there in California doing his thing. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, it went back for years, bro. Like that shit. It hit the Denver metro 80s and 90s, bro. And food's been, neighborhoods been rooted. But like I say too, though, to the homie, you have original Denver sets too. Like you got original Denver sets, bro. Even Bloods and Crips that they're just original Denver hoods. And that's majority in the D. Shout, what up, big bro? What's cracking with you, mommy? I hope y'all are blessed, man. I hope everybody's good today. Um, is it a lot of ex-cons and construction jobs? Hell yeah, bro. You like construction in Colorado? It's going up, my fam. A lot of construction, homie. So if you come out here, you can make a lot of money. But then again, I was talking about this earlier, right? That's why I did the live this morning. You got to settle. You kind of got to settle for them type of jobs, right? And if you a felon, they kind of like pay you what they feel they deserve. They can let you go at any time. Every day waking up is a blessing. Let's go. Every day you get up is a blessing. Every day you get up is a blessing. You got to keep striving. That's what it is. Strive. Construction and moving as well. Hell yeah. There's a lot of, see, that's one thing about Colorado. Like if you come out here, you're going to see it's development, bro. It's not like shit is getting boarded up and crumbled. It's development. There's a lot of development, like apartment complex going up, construction everywhere. So there's opportunity for money, a lot of opportunity for money. Um, I used to work for a NSM named Mike, and he had both Crip and Bloods working for him. Hell yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that aspect too, for sure. You know, a lot of that aspect too. I mean, a lot of older homies. It's expensive here. Hell yeah, it's expensive. I mean, rent's going up. I mean, but Jess, you know how it is, bro. You get to a certain age, right? You get to a certain age, and if you've been doing this for so long, bro, like, and you know fools over the years and history, you ain't tripping when you're going to these job sites. You ain't tripping off that shit no more. You know, I think it comes with age, bro, right? Back in the day, you're tripping off of everything. Like there was a time I used to trip off of everything and I wasn't trying to be cool with anything. And now I'm older, bro. Like I said it before, bro. I met solid people from everywhere, homie. And I could never take away from the riders from different sectors. Can you get a one bedroom? You can, probably in Aurora. In Aurora, you definitely can get something for 1,500. So yeah, you can. Aurora is gonna have affordable pricing. Um, that shit didn't last though. They got shut down because fools with still in. Oh damn, hell nah. If not rat infested, yeah. Anything on the facts, anything over there is gonna be rat and roach infested. So I say it like this, man. Out here, and this is crazy, homie. Because out here, you don't want to like I'll tell everybody this too. You don't want to come out here. You don't want to come out here and start playing in the streets, right? because you will get locked up. They don't play no more. They locking everything up. People come out here and tend to think that they can come out here and get money. Don't fall for it, homie. Like illegally, because you're gonna end up out here in the system, bro. And once you're in the system out here, they don't try to let you go. I met a lot of fools that came out here, bro, and got caught up in the streets, and they caught up in the streets, bro, and now they're doing time for long years. They've been out here just trapped, right? With age, it changes. I got some friends from the other side, but back in the day, we was tripping. Hell yeah, I mean, young homies, man. And I don't know about everybody else, but I felt like if you wasn't from the hood, you was no good. If you ain't from the hood, you no good, bro. Because I already know what you stand for. I know you don't like what I stand for. So my mind was always made up. I don't like anybody, say unless it's the homies. But when you get older, bro, like I said, you meet some more solid foods from other areas, bro. Might be solid than the foods you grew up with. Come on vacation. That's the most terriblest thing, but it's real, right? That's a real reality, homie. Yeah, it's vacation and probation. You can't escape it if you play in the streets out here. They gonna lock your ass up. What up, my homie? What's cracking with you, brother? All right, salute to the fam. How you doing, 7-4? Hell no, this mandatory parole shit is dead. Turned a little sense into being on paper in the system for that's crazy, bro. Double jeopardy. Homie staying on parole in and out of prison because they can't because these fools messed it up, bro. You mess up one time and it depends on who your parole officer. He can send you back for anything. I was on parole for 5 years, but I got off in three, right? I met my quota in three. I discharged my number and I was done with the whole system, bro, in 3 years. And I really had to steer clear. And I went to Fort Collins. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Fort Collins, bro, but I did the rest of my parole out there. They transferred my parole out there, and I just had to stay out of the mix. Our Colorado prison segregated by now. Really, to be truthful, I can't even a lot of time off my own experiences, right? Now I hear it's more racial in prison now. But when I was growing up and I was in prison, I really never seen a racial war. That's just being honest. It was all about gang banging. Like everything was gangs. It was not, you know. That's what I seen at that time. Now I don't know how it changed because I'm hearing it's a little more racial now, but can a out of towner mind their business on the east side without hell yeah, bro? You could like maybe in the 90s, homie, they might run up on civilians and trip. But yeah, bro, like and to be real with you, I gotta be honest, homie. Let me just be real. In the east side, you don't have fools really posted in the blocks no more because after Darrell Williams, right, and they did indictments, homie, the cops just kind of they have the east side sewed up. So you can't just be chilling a lot of the times and people know they faces, right? But they bought all the properties too, bro, the transplants. So like it's not how it was at all in any hood out here, actually. Um, yeah, that's where I paroled, bro. Oh yeah, Fort Collins, and you know. I hear that CD's is completely race based now. Yeah, and that's what I hear too. So that's why I'm saying like my experiences probably are different than now, right? My experiences are way different. Let me just say this. My whole time, bro, I rode with my politics crippin', homie, my whole time. There ain't never been a green light on my head. I never left the yard. There's never been any of that aspect. And I know other fools too that stayed on yards tripping. I was politicking on the yard. So, at my time, it was all about the gang you was with. It was all about your neighborhood, your hood. I never seen the racial aspect once. I never seen a racist war. I never seen that shit. That's just being truthful for myself. Um, but yeah, they say it's different now though. They definitely say it's different now. Yeah, there were I parole, bro. Yeah. They were way better in Fort Collins, man. I think Fort Collins parole was way better than Colorado, you know. Um, well, and then another thing is too to the homie from the homie that was asking about the east side. I guess let's say this. You have knuckleheads, bro. So if you happen to come across the wrong knuckleheads, they might get to pressing because they don't know you're from the east side, or they don't know they might be grouped up somewhere on the block. And there's certain times that it happens, in the summertime, more fools are in the hood and they might get to, because you look gang related a little bit, they might say, hey, cuz, where you from? They ain't gonna trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't just gonna, but it happens. It's just not how it was in the 90s. I hear that. What up, Rada? What's up, Denver May? Shout out to you, my brody. Salute, salute. Yeah, I second that for sure. I never seen racial war either. Yeah, I never really seen that either. I seen gang wars. I seen fools go up with the gang wars, you know. Gang wars, like a lot of tension between gangbangers. In the summertime, especially, bro, in DLC, it was like that's when everybody was aggravated. Summertime brought out aggravation to everybody. Any rappers from Denver, any good? I think there's some rap. I think there's some rappers. Now, they gotta perfect their craft and learn how to promote themselves more and market themselves. But yeah, there's some good rappers, homie. There's a MNLD, AP, Trev Rich, Arapo Trues. Um, they got FBP and their fools. I mean, a lot of fools don't like them, but they got some solid music. Black Pegasus out of the Springs. So I mean, there is some artists, man. Um, hell yeah, I caught cases on parole and still got to stay out and kill my number. Hell yeah, bro. Salute to that. Salute to that, fam. You hear about the Northerners and the Southerners war in Crowley back in the day? Bro, to be real with you, homie, because the North Daniels had lesser numbers, bro, them Sudanos were tripping. I had a homie from VNT, homie Vadio Northtown. VNT, bro, but he had ties to Oakland, right? And he's a straight North Daniel, tripping. Out here in the streets, he was on it, homie. We could send that fool on a dummy mission. He just beating fools up. Boom, boom, boom. What up, North Dad? And he pulled up to the yard. I was in Crowley. And Crowley had got set off, right? But the Sudanos had the Sudanos had the yard on lock, bro. He pulled up and immediately, homie, this is the homie from the streets, right? But I already know how it goes for the North Daniels, and he a Cali North Daniel. I told that fool straight up. I said, bro, when the Sudanos hear that you're on the yard, you're gonna get pressed right away. In a matter of 2 hours, them Sudanos, bro, they were on that fool. Told that fool he had to cover up his bird. He had that bird on him. So he asked us like, hey, my bro, like, can I ride with you fools? These fools are tripping. And I straight told him, we can't, if you're still banging, bro, we can't get in your politics, bro. We're not North Daniels, homie. But what we're gonna do for you, we're gonna get you some time, right? So you got to figure out what you're gonna do, bro. We're gonna get some time. They wanted to get that fool, but he didn't cover up the bird, right? They rushed that fool, bro, and they did that fool dirty, homie. They rushed him in the building, homie, and they airlifted that fool off the yard, homie. Did him dirty. He was from Oakland, homie. He had VNC homies. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's when shit got live. A rap word. Um, oh, he said he raps too, though. Homie got a concert coming out. Yep. Yeah, that's when my uncle was in there back and around that time when the Southern. Yeah, homie, I mean, it was new to me too, bro, because I never really ran into too many of them dudes. But when I got to prison, homie, that's to be honest, that's the first fools I ever had any type of like issues with when I first hit the compound, bro. They were tripping. They were kind of tripping on me being a Mexican crip. I said, damn. But yeah, bro. What about skinhead? We don't really have skinheads. We got a gang called 211s, homie. They're like They're the big white boys on the yard. We don't have ABs out here. We got 211s and some shit called Tea Party. And then you have the woods, homie, a lot of woods out here. But 211's got the main, they got everything on the yard. I heard they send all the gang banger. Buena Vista's Thunderdomes. Buena Vista, Crowley, Sterling, even Ben County, I'll say. Ben County had a lot of bangers on the yard. Lyman was lifers. Sterling was lifers, high side. But Buena Vista, you're taking fades all day in Buena Vista. Being from LA is kind of crazy seeing how far the gang culture reached. It really did, you know? But it's like crazy, bro, because like there's people that really believe in this shit, right? And they killing in these other states. And sometimes they don't even know what they killing behind. These fools are tripping off. Like even out here, bro, the 60s and A-Tray gangsters is be beefing, bro. The A-Trays in the 60s, they be beefing in Denver, in Aurora, homie, in Monballo. I'm talking about like they full-fledged in the land, bro. I said, damn, these fools are really tripping out here. Hello, what you doing? Oh, you got the, oh, you made my day. Yeah, we got to 11. You're MS Grip. I'm a white. Shout out to you, my bro. I'm a man of God nowadays, my brother. You know, I grew up and I remember going to Buena Vista on field trips. Damn, you went to the prison? You know who Michael Ashbury is? Yeah, he's from the east side. He's from our neighborhood. In fact, that's what I heard. My little brother was in all those. He did 6 years. Oh, damn, you went to the Buena Vista, man. How did you like that? Did you enjoy the trip? I finished my time in Buena High Side. Yeah, that shit was Thunderdomes, bro. On YouTube, it's Swamp Stories. No. That fool said it. That's why I started my channel, bro, because 1090 Jake and Swamp Stories were saying dumbass shit about Denver. They literally don't know what they was talking about, bro. Swamp Stories is, that fool's a weirdo. He said extras, like he put a lot of stuff out. And then he started talking about cases that were going on at the moment, bro. What's she doing? Bring you some, nah, hell no, she bring me a buttercup, Reese's Pieces. Yeah, I was in Trinidad too, bro. I was in Trinidad too. But that's when I started progressing through the system to go home, bro. But Trinidad, it's an MR, right? Minimum restricted. But I seen a guard get knocked out. One of the COs got knocked out in Trinidad. And then one time, so they had the Denver car shit going. And it was all kinds of Denver fools, Chicano fools to beef with the Sureños. And the Denver car get into it with my homies. And we got a gang of homies on the prison yard. There's a gang of lokes on the yard. But I was in a pod full of these Denver car fools. As soon as it popped off, I had some splitters in my gloves. I was about to rock the first fool. And what's messed up is that the homie, my Sally, we're cool, but he has a lot of homies that were from the Denver car. I said, man, if it goes down, I'm knocking the first food that comes through the south. But I was gonna get packed out, bro. I wasn't getting out of that one. I was the only homie in the unit, and there was like 10 of these fools. I said, damn, bro. Over here we got ABs. Okay. Yeah. Eggs. I already ate some though. What you doing in Trinidad? They got him. Lady said, my hair enough. Yeah. She says, I must get you a gladiator school for sure. Mac, you have to send the pic. Yeah. Hell yeah, Buttercup. Let's go, Rada. I used to be extra with the gang banging until I spent 18 years in prison and the enemies turned into homies. Yeah, bro. I always say this, homie. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, bro. I went through some shit with the homies, right? Some of my homies. I was fighting other keyways on the yard. I got into a gang of rumbles with the lokes. And some of the Damus from the Park Hill area, bro, they actually chopped it up with me and they said, hey, homie, we respect your get down, bro. He said, they're like, why is your homies tripping? And it was because I was actually a firecracker at that time. I said, bro, they tripping on me because I'm tripping off of different shit. And I wasn't peaceful in the streets, bro. I don't want to be peaceful in prison. That's how my demeanor. So some of them fools was like, you got to get out, homie, and change your life too. The Bloods was telling me this. They were telling me this shit like, you a rider, homie. Because they seen me press some of the fools that were from, other hoods. And they were like, damn, homie, you was tripping on some of our people. But the point of the story is, bro, is that a lot of the lokes, though, a lot of the lokes, homie, they were not on that time. Them fools it was all about the lokes was cutthroat, bro. They wanted to trip off of everything. I used to get tired of that shit too. I'm like, man, why are you fools tripping off of this? What's the point to trip off of this? Nah, cuz this fool done. We going in this fool's bag. We going to take this fool's sack. I'm like, y'all are tripping, bro. That's just how it was. But yeah, bro, that shit was mind blowing to me. Was it more hands on knife? Nah, it's all hands, bro. It said if you go to I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, so this is the thing. Like, there's yards that you're gonna get. There's yards that you're gonna fades, but you got lifer yards like linemen, bro. They're playing with blades. They're playing with blades. Can you elaborate on paying ties? Ooh, I don't know, man. I know that we get to the church house, man. Colors ain't shit once you really recognize real. Welcome to Jurassic Park. I'm just elaborating. Never beat a never beat a lifer in the pool. I don't know, man. Because there's different times of my prison stay, bro. And it was different. It was different times, different ways I did time too, right? When I first fouled, bro, I was like getting in trouble a lot. As a young homie, I was getting in trouble, bro. I always wanted to be extra'd out. Plus, I'm Mexicano, right? In my neighborhood's all lokes. So I had to kind of go extra with it. And this is the truth. It was never Park Hill that was ever tripping with me at all. It was always the West Side Bloods that it would be some shit with on different yards, right? But us Mexicanos, bro, we go, you see it in different politics where sometimes we're extra'd out. So I got a lot of write-ups. I got a lot of write-ups in different things. I caught, I caught a lot of write-ups, right? And different things. But when I got towards going home, I was already sick of prison, right? I had a bad taste for prison. I'm like, I just want to go home, fool. I'm done with this shit. Prison's trash. You had a fifi. I know how to make them, homie. So I give a tutorial how to make a fifi. Nah, but about my last year, bro, I was ready to go home, homie. And I just really hated the extra shit that was going on, bro. Cause it seemed like every day was just long, homie. You were waiting for some shit to pop off, and you're like, here we go again. Here we go again. But yeah, that shit was a journey, homie. You had a fifi. This fool said, nah, fool. I made him that was a business, bro. Hey, shit. Here we go again. That's funny, man. Welcome to Jurassic Park. What you guys on, man? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? The tutorials. I had a business, a Fifi business, fool. I was making them custom. That shit's dumb. But yeah, I'm cool, man. I just came to say at first I just came to say what's up to the chat. Say, hey, anybody that caught the chat this morning, I apologize to the homies. I was making them custom. not the date night in my pod. People would be like, I'm going to. Bro, it's a sicko game, fool. But I'd rather you have a Fifi and stay safe than go with Shayla and Skittles, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you have a Fifi, homie, than go with Skittles and do a date night. Go with your Fifi, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because fools was would be with Skittles, bro. Skittles was the number one prize. You know, that's hilarious, bro. I knew that would make you are crazy, bro. How much you have charged by subs. What the fuck? That's a good one, brother. That's a good one, brother. Don't let the new magazines too, bro, because you know, like in there, fools be hustling nudes and shit. You know, they be having nudes, pictures and shit. They be hustling, homie, like a grind. This will promote his nudes too. I got all the brand new nudes, homie. It's time. It's Saturday. I was like, damn, fool, you ready for Saturday? Two suits for that. Like, damn, bro. And sorry, Lady Sev, like, this is just reality of a prisoner. You know what I'm saying? I know she watching. She's like, fool, I'm about to slap this fool when I get. It was, bro. It was just a reality, man. Ran them out and shit. Hell no. That's wild, fool. Yeah, they were renting them out, homie, all stuck together. What the hell? Yeah, I rented it for 5 hours. And this motherfucker had the, he thought he was on the track. He thought he was on Colfax, bro. You can borrow the magazine for two suits. Hell nah, fool. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Slap him, Lady Seb. Hey, nah, I'm sorry, man. Lady Seb, dude, she do be firing off on me too, man. And it's not even, you know. But I was honest. I said, hey, babe, I'm gonna show you how these fools make a Fifi in prison, bro. I was trying to show her how these fools make a Fifi. Lady Seven wasn't having that shit. She said, fool, don't ever ask me a question if you want to show me how you made the Fifis. That's crazy, man. Wild. I think some people on here is probably gonna be like watching out for that tutorial too. They're gonna be watching out for that tutorial. Like, damn, Savage said, bro, he's supposed to be doing a video how to make a Fifi. Here she comes. Hold up. Nah, don't be laughing, bro. I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry.
Come here, Seth.
Hey, was I truthful? I asked you. I asked you. You know what I'm saying? I asked you. What's up? Come here, love.
No.
Come here, love bug. They're laughing. They're laughing. All right. Okay. All right. I feel you. I won't show these people how to make Fifis.
You're not. What is wrong with you? You need help.
Well, I'm just saying, bro.
No.
I don't need help. Them fools was having love. Love. They were in the community.
You know what?
What's up? Okay.
What's it called?
Love.
No. No.
Right, shout out to you guys, man. No more Fifi talk. I was just telling them how to run a business, bro.
Nobody's in prison and they don't need to know about Fifis.
Oh, okay.
It's disgusting.
All right. It's no bueno. Yeah, that's wild. Shout out. Okay, I won't.
No, love and a glove. Come on, bro.
It's not about the glove, bro.
Stop. It's disgusting. It is so nasty. It is nasty.
Well, would you rather have him
be
have
celibate?
Would you rather have our Skittles?
Just play nice and be
He was helping the community for better foods, blowing because all these dudes.
I don't want to know.
All right, no more bueno, no more. Okay, I love you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Go tell us how you feel in the comment section.
I'm not gonna say nothing in the comment section. They can hear me.
Are you at work still?
I'm on lunch.
See, look here, bro. She's listening to this on lunch.
What is wrong with you?
All right.
Stop talking about freaking Fifi, bro.
I love you. Hey, that's crazy, bro. That's wild, man. I'm dead too. I'm dead. And on that note, bro, I was gonna drink another cup of coffee, but I don't know. I had told myself I was not drinking no more coffee. See, see. He said, I apologize, bro. I should have never brought that shit up. Yeah, hell yeah. She's Italian and Spanish. She's tripping. She's tripping on everything going, fellas. Probably shaved the inmates.
What you want to say?
Now we love you. They're actually backing you up. God bless you.
Yeah, no, that's.
What's up? What up? Salute, salute, salute.
Be celibate till marriage.
Hey, the inmates. Here's a new chart.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I promote that than being with Skittles. Was a man though to keep in? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I mean, as somebody that was active.
Stop talking about Fifis and Skittles and.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're active, I did, my bro. Like majority of my stay, just because I was politicking, I made sure I had something close to me. What about the Notoria? Oh, bro. I mean that right there, them dudes. I don't know how to even state them, but they were notorious for pulling fools out the closet. Fools were in love with Star and Pocahontas, bro, and Diamond, and then Shayla. I never seen so many men. I never seen so many men fall in love with one person. Shayla had everybody. Shayla had everybody in love, bro. I said, man, you fools is ridiculous, homie. They were in love with that dude. And the cool part about Shayla, bro, that fool actually could fight. He actually could fight. So I don't know, man. He was domesticing fools, bro. I was like, dang, homie. Gay man, love straight, married man. You are not lying though, because this fool's whole thing. So was Star though. Star, the one he talking about. His whole thing was to pull straight man out the closet in there. They have families and everything. I did too, but I'm not gonna lie. People out here call me gay because I was. But I'm not gonna lie. People out here call me gay because I was hoping stuff. Damn. It's a flex if they can put. That's all they were doing too. That's all they were doing. Usually it's the trolls talking about this, but now it's this is a reality, man. If you go to prison, you're gonna see. That's why I stay out of the penitentiary, because this happens. It's the reality, bro. Reality. As long as you in 6 months, you quit out. You're smoking dopey dope. If you crazy wild. What's up with y'all, man? We had a real biology. Damn, CO. When she walked in the yard and pawed on the right track. Damn. What's up? What's up with it, my brother? Mile high salute. Mile high salute. But yeah, nah, it's crazy though, man. Crazy aspect of prison. But hey, I think I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm tapped out for the day, just thinking about all this craziness. This was an incredible day of lives, because when I first started lives this morning, I was pissed. I was so mad, man. But I doubled back on me, and everything's good now, you know. But I appreciate everybody tapping in. I appreciate everybody that tapped in today. Mall high salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It was actually pretty good, man, to see all the homies. And I appreciate all my homies, bro, that tapped in, because like I know I disrespected this morning, homie. It was never to disrespect anybody. But y'all have a beautiful, blessed day, man. I'm gonna go fight, Lady said, because she's out here trying to give me the heads up now. She's about to want to fade.
Hurry up, fool. Get off.
Ooh. He got locked 2 days looking at. Hey, he's in our prayers, man. We'll pray for it though. Appreciate you, my bro. All right, my dudes. Mall high salute to everybody. God bless everybody. Mall high salute.
Stay
Let's
away
go.
from the Fifis.